What's going on, guys? Mikkel here, and today we're going to get into XRP, one of my favorite topics, because I think this is the kind of investment right now that not only are the fundamentals aligning beautifully, but so are the technicals. So let's jump right into it and let me show you what I'm seeing on the technical side, but most importantly, the fundamental side. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like it down below, comment what you think, but also subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you check out some of my other videos. If you enjoyed this content, I have a lot of other content on my channel that I think you'll really like, so I really think you should dig into it and check it out. Anyway, guys, though, let's jump into this video so I can show you what I'm seeing. So, to start, I've been calling this out in a couple videos, but I just wanted to update you guys on what I've been seeing. Essentially, what we were watching is this triangle that broke up to the upside, and then once XRP eventually fell back down, it crashed all the way onto this old previous support. Additionally, the old previous support right here ended up catching it after it topped out again, and now it's creating this second triangle that I find very interestingly ends at the end of September, which is the predicted date when the SEC lawsuit is going to end. I did want to point out, too, that these ranges are just ranges. They're not exact barriers. And we did see a little breakup outside of the range I was watching. But I want to show you guys where we ended up falling. We ended up falling directly back on this line. And in my opinion, we continue to trade sideways, up and down, until the ultimate breakout at the end of September. I think at this point, we're going to target new all-time highs, and it's really we're going to look back and really look at how the fundamentals align to this technical pattern, and we're going to see something extremely interesting. But why do I think the SEC lawsuit is going to end in September? And I actually have a lot of very interesting fundamental reasons, and not just this technical pattern that I've been watching. In my opinion, the fundamentals tell the story, and the technicals are just following it and really just pointing out to when that general time frame is going to happen. One of the reasons this is my favorite setup is because most of the crypto market is at all-time highs, and XRP is only halfway there. I still think there's a ton of money to be made on XRP, and I'm targeting minimum $10 by the end of this cycle. But anyway, guys, let's jump into the fundamentals so I can show you the stuff that I really find super interesting and the stuff I'm watching. So let me pull up that tab real quick. Let me expand this. So just today, there was some massive news that broke on the case. And let me jump into that. Jeremy Hogan, a lawyer who follows the case, says, well, that is officially / legally admitted. And what's he saying? I'm not going to bother reading you the filing because I'm not a lawyer. It's kind of funny. This guy says, speak English, damn it. But what Jeremy Hogan says is Ripple's first request for admissions to the SEC was attached to the most recent court filing, and in it, SEC admits that it never told anyone that XRP was a security until the lawsuit was filed. This is now an official admission in the case. Guys, this is massive. The SEC never made it clear to anyone, not Ripple, not anyone else in the market, that they thought XRP was a security. If you've been watching this case, the judge has been hammering the point home that it does not matter what Ripple thought. It's not Ripple's job to make the laws. It's the SEC's job. So if Ripple had no idea that they were selling a security, how could it be their fault that they went on selling a security without anyone telling them that they shouldn't? They had absolutely no fair notice that XRP could be a security, and therefore the entire lawsuit is mute. It really doesn't make any sense, and the SEC was either politically motivated to file this lawsuit to slow down Ripple, or the entire world is a show and they're looking to give Ripple clarity so that they can go on doing their business in a regulated fashion. I actually do believe that all the world is show, and this is really just setting a stage for two main reasons. One, the entire time the SEC had to know that they never knew what XRP was. They had no idea. And unless they got an incompetent judge, it was very easy to tell that the SEC never made any ruling on what XRP is. So how are they going to go out and tell Ripple that they're selling a security when it was impossible for anyone to know that XRP could be a security? The only information Ripple had was that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum were ruled not a security, so what would make XRP any different? And when you think about it in simple terms like that, why would it ever make sense to even think that the judge would just go along and say, oh yeah, XRP is a security? It really doesn't, unless the entire time the lawsuit was really just almost like the Trojan horse. The lawsuit was a way to give XRP clarity without the government coming out and making specific rulings about winners and losers. They're essentially using the lawsuit and throwing the case and saying, if we don't win this, this is going to allow Ripple to create clarity for XRP by proving it in court. And let me show you why before I ramble on about this any longer. Some very interesting facts that I think will make you kind of agree with what I'm saying. First, I just want to point out, this goes along with the technicals. One of the most important things coming up on September 14th is the SEC's publicly available limited redacted brief. Essentially that it's going to be going over documents that the SEC has been withholding in terms of their decision making on XRP, XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. It is impossible that the SEC, in my opinion, can make these documents public. I mean, they are going to be absolutely detrimental to any case they fight in the future, because this is going to prove to the public that they had no idea what they were doing in terms of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, and they cannot afford to make these documents public, because this means that every single project that was launched prior to their official speech on Ethereum in 2018 would essentially have clarity. The SEC cannot afford to release this document publicly, so in my opinion, these documents will either be extremely redacted or never shown to the public. The settlement will be in around this date and will be broken to the public around September 28th or earlier on in September. In my opinion, there is just too many, there's just too much going on for the SEC to continue this case. And it's really just, at this point, they're only doing harm to themselves. The judges are literally telling the SEC essentially, like, what are you even arguing at this point? Your case makes no sense. They literally admitted they don't know what I'm talking about. And sorry if you hear my dog in the background. One thing I wanted to get into real quick, and now why I think all the world's a stage, and that this is actually really just planned from the start to get XRP clarity. Let me show you this.
Sides. So, let me
restart it.
I think that you're completely wrong, because I think you're believing that Ripple and the SEC are on separate sides. So, elaborate. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd love to hear.
They're on the same side.
I'd love to hear.
Who do you think Gary Gensler is? Who do you think Lizard Man Gary Gensler is?
Oh, he's probably big. He's probably big invested in XRP, to be honest with you.
He's a
Goldman Sachs MIT teacher.
Boom. There you go. He is as thick with the banking cartel as you can get. And the next 4 to 5 years are going to show how thick Ripple is inside the banking cartel.
Right there. The SEC is launching this lawsuit because they want to give XRP clarity. And how do I know this? Well, they launched a case that they could never win. 2 ex-SEC executives are literally on the Ripple legal team. How could the SEC win a legal battle when they have insiders fighting against them? There are 2 SEC executives. One was a chief litigator and the other was the head of the SEC. These guys know what battle they're fighting. They know the SEC can't win this. The whole idea of this lawsuit was because the SEC is fighting a lawsuit they cannot win. It's impossible. And the closer and closer you pay attention to that, the more obvious it is. But the whole reason for the lawsuit was to give XRP clarity without having to have Congress or someone else rule on it, because you cannot go out and pick winners and losers. That's just not how it works. And this, in my opinion, is one of the most obvious reasons this is all a stage. Ripple, XRP, SEC lawsuit, SEC 5-year statute of limitations. So what this is saying, and this is one of the most interesting things of all, the SEC actually couldn't even bring this lawsuit because the statute of limitations says that you cannot sue someone for something that happened over 5 years ago, because essentially what that means is, like, you can't go after someone that they did or something that they did over 5 years ago, because you should have brought the lawsuit earlier, and at that point it's essentially in the past, it's over. But the reason they were able to bring this lawsuit was because Ripple actually agreed to let it happen. Why would they agree to let it happen? Because they know the whole point of this lawsuit is to give them clarity. Why would they agree to a lawsuit if they knew it was going to go poorly to them? They have SEC executives on their board who knew that even if, say, it wasn't all a plan, they knew they would win no matter what. It was impossible for them not to. These two executives knew there was never any clarity, and they knew that there was documents in the SEC proving there was no clarity. And that's why Ripple agreed to do this lawsuit. This is what Ripple wanted. This is going to give them clarity. And guys, if this wasn't all proof enough that it's all a plan, Ripple is literally on the website for the World Economic Forum. They are one of the biggest players in the banking cartel. This is all a show to get Ripple, to get XRP clarity, but I want to make it clear, and this very clear, this is not going to fly for every crypto project. XRP is a different tier of crypto. When this date comes on September 14th, the SEC does not, either heavily redacted or not at all, they will not make these documents public. They do not want to usher in every single project. Ripple is getting a pass, in my opinion, and that will happen at the end of September and align perfectly with these technicals. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my favorite company / investment by a mile right now. Yeah, so I just want to keep covering it, bring these to you. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it down below. Subscribe, comment what you think. But for now, Mikkel out.